Hey, I'm Kramer Ditty. This is Campus Cruisers, and it's stupid dope. You're not allowed to skateboard on a lot of sidewalks. They want you to do it in the street. But if you do it in the street, then you're considered like a cyclist or a vehicle, so you need to have lights. So I created this. This board is perfect for fitness transportation, riding from point A to point B as fast as possible. And that's riding to work, riding to school, riding to your friend's house, riding to the liquor store, doing whatever you need to do as efficiently as possible. I was in college and I had a lot of trick skate decks, and I started cutting them down so I could make cruiser boards out of them because the nose and tails would be torn up. And the college that I was going to had brick roads, so I had to have large 76mm wheels. These are probably 70, it's a smaller wheel, but this is a really small deck. These are 76. This is the larger deck that I've been creating. There's a little mini deck. It's not very symmetrical, and that was the greatest thing about switching over to having a company manufacture my boards. Is now that they're all perfectly symmetrical. Each one comes blank, just wood. And I custom paint them and do custom grip tape, but I also like to buy graphic grip tape. Mob grip tape makes some great ones. These are my two favorite graphic grips, the unicorn and the cat. Some more graphic grip. Here's one of the paint textures that I do. It's mostly just metallic spray paint and black splatter. I'm not the greatest artist. These are not standard skateboard bolts. These are the longer version. So all the bolts that I use on here are 1.5 inch bolts because it needs to go through the deck, then through the riser, which I use LED risers. They're rechargeable. They can be white on the front, blue in the middle. When I was first making boards, it took me about 3 or 4 hours, but now I can make them in about an hour. Paint 2 or 3 colors on it, then sand the edges off to clean it up, the edge, and then spray the enamel down on top so this waterproofs the deck. So after making about 100 boards, I finally realized that I should just invest in better tools and it would speed up the time to put these together. So I got a ratchet screwdriver and also a ratchet skate wrench. This is really nice because you can tighten it up without having to readjust your hands. I package all these up in a box and they're sold as complete. Everything is already put together, so there's nothing that you have to do yourself. So this is what the smallest cruiser that I make looks like, and this is from a recycled deck. So this is an Old World Industries board. It's not my design on the bottom. So it's super portable and it's also safe for riding at night. If you order a board, this is what it's gonna look like when it comes in the mail. Grab the charger off of here. This is what charges your lights. Each board only comes with one charger. So this is one of the custom painted cruisers that I've made. Green paint, black splatter, yellow wheels, 76mm, ABEX 7 bearings, oversized trucks, which are wider than normal trucks. This is an 8-inch wide board. It's always important to have lights when you're commuting in the road. After class, I'll get out late at night and I really like to have some lights on my skateboard just like I have lights on my bike. And any bicycle has to have lights on their bike at night legally, so I think a skateboard should too if you're trying to be respected as a commuter.
You've been slacking, have you? Don't be too cocky. You've lots to learn. Right, try with me.
So a lot of times people complain about skateboarding because it's so loud. And that usually is because people are riding on very small, hard wheels. When you have these large, big wheels, it's super quiet and comfortable, and most people can't hear you when you're riding down. So one of the reasons I designed this board the way that I did is I wanted to have the board at its widest points where I ride. So my shoes fit right here, right on the inside of the wheels. So right here is your widest part. So there it is here, and there it is. And if I was to go off a curb or something, I would just scoot back and put my foot on the tail here, and then just bonk off the curb. I made it like this so that it's the lightest that it could be, so it's really narrow here, and I cut in as quick as possible. And also I didn't want to get wheel bite, so I made sure to cut this really high. If the board does give, it has a little extra room so it won't bite. So if you're really going to use your skateboard for transportation, this is the best option. You've got the rechargeable LED light risers. So it's best to charge these LED lights from 12 to 24 hours, and then it'll last you about 48 hours without turning them off. So you don't have to take the trucks off to put new batteries in. You just keep the same batteries and charge it with the AC adapter that's right here. It's only 2 feet long. Most skateboards are 2.5 feet long. It's kind of like surfing when you have a small short board that you can cut really quick on the waves. You don't even have to push with your foot. You can actually do tic-tac, which is where you lift the front up and go back and forth, and you can pick up your speed that way. So I added the tail because I know a lot of people like to bonk off some stairs or try to do a couple tricks with it. So a real inspiration for these boards is my friend Taj. He's 40 years old. He rides these skateboards everywhere he goes, sometimes up to 15 miles in one day. So this is a shout out to Taj out in Cincinnati. I'm moving back to Ohio soon and hopefully skate soon. Alright, so online these boards are $140, that's with free shipping. So check these out on campuscruisers.bigcartel.com. And also like the Facebook page, facebook.com/Campus Cruisers, yo.